Switch.
Welcome back to Mischief Makers Podcast. I'm your host, John. Joining me today are Kari, Callum, and Fish. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah.
I'm doing well.
I am alive.
All
and
right, so what do you
You're
guys...
playing as always?
What do you guys remember from last time?
We went on a little adventure.
We did. We were the kobolds and we went treasure hunting.
The kobold kids proved that you can beat any puzzle just by spinning around with your eyes closed.
And spinning some dice, apparently.
Yep.
Just getting very lucky.
And then immediately figuring out what the solution was after we completed it.
Yep. It's the best way to do it, really.
All right. And what about the time before? What do you guys remember from then?
Before the kobold adventure?
Scary rabbit.
Yep, lots of scary rabbits doing scary rabbit stuff. All right. So it's been a few hours, and you wake up. Parser, you saw what state the kobold kids were in when they got back. What do you tell the others, if you tell them anything at all?
I don't really think he says much of it at all. Like, he made sure they were clean and fed. They all seem alive. They had an adventure, but that's not allowed. So, yeah, he's just happy to let them be. They're not in trouble for anything.
Okay.
That they've admitted to.
That's fair.
Parsu did not ask any questions as to what trouble they might have gotten into.
Okay. So, Fish, Kari, what do you say to the kids once you get up, or what do you do anyway?
That's a very good question. Which is why you asked it.
Can you ask the question again in a different way?
You've just gotten up. You
Yes.
see the kids, they're probably up doing Kobold Kids stuff, whatever that is. You're still in Jingle Jangle's cave. After taking refuge there for a little bit. Jingle Jangle's kind of off to the side, humming to herself, maybe cooking breakfast. So, what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to say to anyone, if you say anything at all?
Good morning. What are we doing today?
Well,
Shall we head back to Brigand's Tollway and beyond?
Yes, that
No
sounds like a
sense in-
plan to me.
No sense in delving around here on Telemy Hill. It's not like there's anything interesting here. Like a cave full of treasure. Isn't that right, kids?
There's definitely not a cave full of treasure here anymore.
Yep.
Well, we want to try and
And just to be
find.
clear, it's someone's lucky day
We want to try and.
today, 14.
We want to try and find Clapperclaw. The Scarecrow knows how to get us out of here. So perhaps we should focus on finding a Scarecrow.
He did say that Clapperclaw lives closer to the center of this area, right? Like in between all of the hither, tither, and the third one.
Yon, was it? Yon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if we forgot, we can always just ask your dad since we left him alive. We should see if he contemplated
Yeah,
anything.
he'll have escaped that by now.
You think he'll stay in Brigand's hallway? He seems to have made a name and face there.
I have a funny feeling that if he tries to get out, he'll be in a lot of... I have a funny feeling that he'll be a stew if he tries to leave.
That's certainly one way to put it. Relt at this point pipes up. Oh, Jaxie, not Jaxie, sorry. Oh, Miss T, speaking of stew, I found this. It gives salts and peppers and things for your stews.
Well then, that's... Where on earth did you find this?
It was just around.
Just a... Okay. Whatever.
Around. Is there a fourth area? Hither, yond, and around? How many places are there?
No, I just thought it would be good for our food.
Yes. Is this what I think this is?
A bag of magic spices?
This is exactly what I think. Okay, that's very much not something I was expecting. A kobold child to hand to me today?
I can hand it to you tomorrow if you'd rather.
I was more talking about the fact that I didn't wake up expecting a curious magical item to be put in my hand. Especially not one made for food. There's so few of those.
Oh.
Thank you. This is... Yeah. Yeah, this will help us all. Well, this will help us most. Most of us will be helped. Everyone but Paso will be helped with this.
You're welcome. So he's handed the spice pack over, and that's that. Shall we be on then, or are there any other surprises?
I think we'd best be on. Perhaps even beyond.
Okay. Alright. So, from what I remember, you all were headed to Downfall, which is where Bavlorna is.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if something happens along the way, and I really ought to keep this up. You'd think I'd learn my lesson.
Lessons learned. Nah. That sounds like a sensible
Why
thing
on
to
earth
do.
would I do that? Orange. Okay, I remember there was a dice roll I do.
Jeffy, what on earth are
Okay,
you
there
wearing?
we are. Okay,
Jeffy, what on earth are you wearing?
What? It's my cloak.
oh, how fun. I get to use one I haven't used yet. Alright, I'm gonna say it's low water. Okay.
A cloak on you, it looks more like a full blanket.
Oh, apparently I'm...
It's my adventuring cloak.
I don't believe you were wearing it yesterday, were you?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was wearing it before I went to
Oh,
bed.
okay.
Okay.
We are blind.
As you're traveling, you see this,
Likeness?
Oh, sorry. Let's just, That didn't help, did it? Let's just turn that off. There we go.
We are very professional here.
Did that help?
No.
Yes.
Professional. Professionally idiotic.
Yep.
Sounds
Slightly inept.
Come on. No. Have you seriously forgotten how to use this again?
I forgot to hit save changes.
Oh my word.
There we go. Okay, let's actually just put you all on there. And... There's Oxy, and we'll bring the Kobold kids up. And one of these days we'll get art for Rusty. Okay. So, as you travel, you see this building, and it looks like it's got tons of legs. Stops for a bit and then just sort of lowers itself to the ground. Almost like it needs to catch its breath or something.
Hey, that place is walking. Now it's
Yes,
sitting.
we see that.
Yeah,
You can
so-
smell a hearty stew wafting from its open windows and smoke rising from a stone chimney. Which, oddly enough, is not pictured here. I think.
That smells really good. Anybody curious as to why a building just walked up?
I certainly am. It's not anything I've ever seen before.
I think it's weird that we haven't seen a walking building until now.
Just,
How so?
buildings don't usually walk, so why would it be weird that we haven't seen one until now?
Because we've seen a walking hill,
Hang on, you guys are on the
and a
wrong
talking
map there.
tree, and a leaning tower.
Then it would have made more sense to see a cartwheeling building.
Oh, there we are.
You want the building the cartwheel?
Kind of, yeah.
Can you make the building do a cartwheel?
No.
Can you make it do a cartwheel, Miss T?
Maybe
I want to see that.
I don't think the person inside would appreciate if his house cartwheels.
I do not think I would be capable of such a feat. Although it would be
Can you try anyway?
building cartwheel. No, so it didn't work.
No. Thanks for trying.
So stupid. Do we want to see if anybody's home? Or do we just want to let this...
Kind of.
Yeah,
Yes.
kind of.
So, Parser turns Oxy invisible and sends them forward to look into the window.
Okay. You see what looks like an inn. There is a human. Looks like she's cleaning glasses. And every now and then she'll go over and stir up.
She'll go over and what, sorry?
Stir a. That's,
Everything's
where the
gone very
sauce
quiet.
is. Um. Okay, good. My mic is still coming through. The rest of you can hear me, right?
Yeah. You just kind of cut out for a bit. So we see a human through the window that is stirring a...
A pot. Likely where the soup is coming from.
Should we ask to stay for lunch?
like lunch directions. Any critical information? Yeah, let's go find out.
You're the brave one. Go knock on the door.
I don't mind doing so, so Parser will step forward and up towards the stairs. I can't actually get any
Okay.
closer because I'm moving into the wall.
Yeah, pretty sure if you were to bring it around this area
Right.
here.
Right around. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm...
I didn't make this map. It was made. I actually found this, so I kind of like it. So
Ah! I lack permission to update token in parent scene. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
You're supposed to be down on the ground floor, Parser.
Am I not on the ground floor?
You ended up somehow on the first floor.
I suppose I'm just an overachiever.
I guess it's just where these stairs lead.
How bizarre.
Maybe you did end up. I didn't make this map, so I found it.
Water.
Okay. Maybe we're supposed to end up on the first floor. I don't know.
Just reach in front of Passer and close the door in front of his face.
Yeah, that they set this up for lighting stuff, and I haven't used it, so I guess it does end up on the first floor. And
That's okay.
okay, it's fine. Makes sense because there's the kitchen anyways. So,
Yes, I mean, like,
all right.
everywhere you're gesticulating, we see a roof.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
we
Well,
see a roof with a bunch of door symbols on it.
Yes.
okay. Yeah. Well, go ahead and move your character in. One thing I really like about Foundry.
It collides with a wall. I cannot move in. Ah, I'm in. There is light.
Yes, there's actually a building.
Oh no, you'll have to drag me in.
Yeah, I don't know why I opened the door. So,
Ooh, pretty. Cozy.
Yay!
and T somehow ends up on the ground floor.
What?
Yeah, it pulled you through the door and it put you on the ground floor for some reason.
Oh yeah,
Because I
it's saying
didn't-
everybody else is plus 10 feet. What is going on?
Chaos! It's exactly what we promised.
If I put you here, that should... There we go.
There we go. Okay. Wow.
I'm not sure where your token went. Oh, there it is. I'll just put you with the others
Oh
there.
my word.
All right. Now that that's done with, you see an elderly human working in the kitchen.
Do we?
You should, but I don't have a token right now. I'm kind of looking for it, so...
That's okay.
I don't think the doors are actually in the walls. Like, there's still walls everywhere there's doors.
Okay. Yeah, I don't quite know what's going on with the with that particular thing. May need some updates or something. All right. So, you would see, but I don't have character artwork for this person. Doesn't even have that in the thing here. She smiles. Oh, visitors. We don't get to see those very often. Hello, dearie. I am Sue Harbax. Hungry?
Good day to you, Sue.
It's a ma'am.
Sue, I said.
Oh, sir. I don't think I've seen.
Teleports her.
I never.
He made her aware of her hard of hearing.
It wasn't my intention.
No, she won't let us have any of her stew.
Did you say something about card clearing? I suppose I may have time to play cards later.
Your inn seemed to be a little out of breath.
Well, it's designed to stop every now and then and pick up people.
Well, then I suppose people have been picked up.
The other kobold kids in here?
Rusty's still down, chilling outside. And I can't actually see any of the others.
Jaxie's there. What have you done to Wilt?
He's here, and he's in the wall.
Why are you in the wall?
Ah, there you are.
I don't know, it's dark in here.
How did you do that? Okay. Yeah. How did you fall in the wall?
I don't know. One minute I was outside, and the next I'd been dragged in here.
Okay.
Oh, hello, little ones. I
Hi.
have some toffee here, if you'd like some.
Oh, we're not old enough for coffee.
She rummages in some cupboards for a moment and brings out some toffee with a T, not a C.
No,
And-
coffee's spelled with a C. I don't know where a T would ever go in there.
I don't think I would
I
ever go in
believe that
there.
she's offering some sweets.
Also, what's this neat candy you have here?
It's called toffee.
Oh, why do they call it that?
Haven't the foggiest. Well, you've stumbled on the end at the end of the road. I've run this place for quite some time now.
But we were in the middle of the road.
It's just what the inn is called, dear. This place used to run all over.
So does that mean the road ends wherever this is?
This is just simply the end of. Just simply a rest in your journey. Sort of an end of the road, I suppose.
Okay.
Not the end of the road, an end of the road.
So, Sue, was it?
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to have seen any scarecrows recently, would you?
You mean Claw?
Indeed.
He usually likes to hang out in a downfall. Something about the bullywug's antics amuse him, I suppose.
Do you know the best way to get there?
Well, we can take you pretty close in here if you want to stay around for a little bit. Could use the company. I will say, I can't pronounce that word. Reciprocity. I will need to ask something of you. Any old trinket will do. If you just once even had someone give me some teeth they found. Wasn't quite sure what to do with those.
I'm certain we can find something. Somebody please tell me you've got something that you'd be willing to give up.
Sure. I don't need this tinderbox. You can use it to light your hearth.
Oh, why thank you. That is most useful. I To be honest, I honestly would have accepted washing the dishes too, but that works.
I would be more than happy to assist with the dishes.
He is quite the washing machine. That's what I said. Oh. I appear to have bitten off someone else's joke. Well, that's... Rat.
All right. So she starts filling some bowls with soup and handing them to you, even to you, parsers. I don't think she quite understands what a warforged is.
He takes it anyway and thanks her for it, but he just sort of stands there holding it.
Would you care to roll a chemical analysis of what the soup is made of?
Sure, why not? What would that be?
Let's say investigation.
Okay.
Oh dear. 12.
11.
Oh dear.
You get a nice ingredient. You get a nice list of ingredients of what goes in a hearty potato and beef stew.
Yep, he just stands there awkwardly holding it.
She doesn't seem to mind. Off in her own little world, spoiling the kobold kids.
This is... a fairly decent stew.
Smells like a wonderful stew.
Where do you get the beef from?
Well, make trades with some people. Some folks come around that need food every now and again, and I cook it up. Sometimes it's more than you might think. Some people just happen to have some nice beef stored in some sort of strange ice contraption. Kept it nice and fresh for a very long time.
That would do it.
Yes, it's not like I've got the land to raise a cow here. Perhaps in hither. No, thither. Certainly not in yon. And certainly not these days, anyways.
Has the land changed significantly in the recent years?
Oh, yes, quite. Quite. It didn't always look like this, you know. Yes, this place used to be quite the grassland, and, you know, thither wasn't, well, wasn't as, close as it is now. And yon used to be a lovely mountain top. Since that hourglass coven. Please, would you believe me if I told you that in Sibylla's time, this inn was the talk of Prismere? People came from miles to try to find me, or would flag this place down just to get a taste of what I had to offer here.
Well, that's... certainly... something.
In that case, we are quite fortunate to have met you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm stuck here in hither now. do miss the other places sometimes, or at least what they used to be. I'm sure you know how it is, returning to a place.
We don't. We've only been here.
I
Is there a reason you can't visit the other places?
Hang on. Well, Prismere's been splintered. I happened to be in Hither when the splintering happened, and I'm stuck here. It's unfortunate, but, well... That's, how things are, I suppose.
Yes, that is unfortunate.
Partially
there-
why it's...
Is there any way that we could restore your ability to travel?
You'd have to wake Sibylla. Or whatever
I
is
see.
wrong with her. Restore her to power.
It would appear that
As soon.
every ailment that we come across has the single solution.
Yes, that is certainly convenient, at least.
Convenient, concerning. There's gotta be another curse sound there that means something. I can't think anything that is. Well,
It seems like everything that we know about Sibylla seems very splintered. No one knows what happened with her. Guess our only chance of knowing is by asking someone from the Hourglass Coven. They seem to be heavily involved in this major change.
Yes.
I think the difference between heavily involved and culprit. Something tells me that they did something. You know, just this slight hint of malfeasance.
Just a bit.
Well, we know where one of them is. It also happens to be with the person we need to speak to in order to move on from this location. So that we can, in fact, repair the status of the world.
Yes.
Well, it was very nice meeting you. I do believe we should probably not dilly and dally and actually get on with solving problems.
Oh, no, no, don't be too hasty. We're moving right now.
But are we moving towards downfall or away?
Yes.
Okay.
Sue
moving
did,
towards
Sue did say
downfall.
that we were heading in the same direction, so
Oh,
it's convenient for us to travel with her for a while.
I suppose.
Besides, I like the company.
Yes.
It also can be a little dangerous trying to get outside where this is moving.
Sure.
It may not feel it, but it's quite rocky and twisty and all sorts of things, you know.
It's a walking house. How
Doesn't it-
bad could it be?
Would you care to look out the window?
And T will look outside the window and see how fast we're going.
You're going about 30 feet per second here, I think it is. No, wait, walking speed of 30 feet.
So 30 feet every 6 seconds is what that means.
And as you look out the window, would T be very susceptible to seasickness?
What's too con? Nah.
You do notice that the outside it seems to be moving up and down,
Ooh.
sort of side to side as it doesn't seem to move evenly. You don't feel it on the inside though.
Okay, that is a bit quicker than I was expecting. Well then, we shall wait until the inn is closer to our destination. That is such a weird sentence. Is there anything in here that we could use to entertain these children? Something tells me if they get a bit too bored for a bit too long, they'll get up to some mischief.
Well, there's a library next door. And I'm sure your friend there has some cards about him.
Rel moves up to Sue and he asks, can you make the inn do a cartwheel?
I'm afraid this isn't built for it, and you wouldn't feel it if it
Liệu
did.
con cái hãy đầu từ vàng á mà hơi chắc uống chuyện hãy đầu lên ok.
You said we wouldn't feel it if it did do a cartwheel. Are you saying that there's...
That's correct.
Curious.
But we could look out the window and see it.
Yes, do that. Go look out the window.
Yep, so Rel scrambles away to look out the window and he's looking for signs of the house doing a cartwheel.
You do see it sort of do a bit of a spin every now and again. Does him, but nothing like an actual cartwheel.
Okay.
I don't. Despite the actual magic, the magic nature of that, I'm gonna put that in the realm of it probably can't do that without breaking itself.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that's about right.
So, what do you see?
The landscape.
It rocks and rolls a bit, but it's not doing a proper cartwheel.
You know,
Relt, I'm gonna have you roll. I don't know how susceptible Relt is to seasickness. I know all the kobold kids kind of got the same stats, but
Yeah, probably quite. Is that a con save?
yeah.
Okay.
oh, damn.
That is fine.
Yeah.
Feels a little weird, but you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like you can really do a cartwheel without arms anyway. And the inn only has legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got
Shame.
lots of legs.
And no arms.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, to do a cartwheel, you have to do a handstand first. How long do you think it will take us to get there? Seeing as...
Shouldn't be too much longer.
This is...
All right. And a short but undefined time later, you all arrive back at
the other map?
one. Yes, this one. You all arrive back at the Brigands Tollway, which leads right to Downfall. Well, this is the fastest way. Does seem to be something's happened here. I kind of almost seem to have disbanded somewhat.
Yes.
I think someone important had something happen to them.
You could say that. You could
Just to
say
be
that
clear,
indeed.
would you consider this a net positive or a net negative?
I don't know. It simply is. Some things simply are, you know?
Oh. Okay.
You could say that something happened to someone.
Right. Farewell, dears, and best of luck. Give Pavlorn a good walloping for me.
A good what?
Yes, it'll do.
Good walloping.
Wallop.
Yes, that would be the plan. Indeed.
Farewell, dears. I've packed some extra plum pie for you in your packs.
Oh, thank you very much. That is... quite the... Yes,
Very
thank
generous
you.
Yes.
of you. Thank you so much.
That is generous. Parser goes and removes the plum pie from Jax's pack and puts it in his own.
Hey!
I'm just holding it for you.
Okay. I'm not gonna eat it.
It's not as if I'll eat it myself.
Okay.
I just feel that everyone's a bit safer this way.
What's that supposed to mean?
Jaxie, I think he thinks that you'll turn your pie into a trap.
I would never do that to food.
Relt is looking relieved.
It's not like it's bait.
Oh, but it could be.
Could it?
Yeah. You know who really likes pie?
Who?
Ralph.
I promise not to trap him until we get back home.
All right.
Also, Rusty's trying to make me trap you again.
Rusty! She promised.
I'm not trying to make her trap you again. I'm suggesting it.
Well, that's just as bad.
That's worse, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, don't try to trap me. Don't suggest trapping me. Just don't trap me.
All right. I want you all to roll perception.
Perception.
We don't see anything.
It's a little too foggy. And
You're
you
all
find
dying.
yourself wandering around the Brigand's Tollway.
Dear God, that's.
Is this place foggier than it was the last time we were here?
It would appear to be.
Yes, it does appear so. It must be a function of the weather here.
You say function of the weather like it's supposed to blind us.
It is.
Fog is a thing at times. Does it seem unnaturally foggy?
No. Well, I mean, the whole place is unnaturally foggy, hence the whole overlay here.
I mean, like.
But it's still pretty foggy. The fog overlay on the map. That's why I put it there. So.
I've seen soup less foggy than this fog.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone stay close together. We don't want to lose anyone.
Go ahead and roll perception again.
Okay. There we go. That's a bit better.
Mine's worse. No, it's better. It's better by one.
Ugh.
T,
Oh,
you
me
see
too.
a lone figure sitting on the edge of a dock. It's a Herringon. It looks rather crestfallen now. Like it.
So,
Wow.
I'm feeling a little bad. I'm just gonna come and sit over here a sec. Everybody, you all just stay there and T will
Very well.
head over
We trust
and
you.
T will sneak over to the best of her ability in the fog. And then
You are the knight. Or, well, would be if it was night.
and shimmy up next time, just like, sorry.
Not gonna pretend I didn't deserve it.
I probably could have handled that better.
Couldn't last forever, I suppose.
I mean, banditry often ends in slit throats. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, quite a bit. Not left you now. They're all gone.
Well, maybe you can go home now?
I don't even know where home is. Or how to reach there anymore. Tell you what, though. It's all about Lorna's fault anyways.
It is, yeah.
If she was any more responsible, I really shouldn't be using that word. She wouldn't have let me do what I did.
Let you or made you?
That's the question, isn't it?
You were, after all, paying your tribute with the best stuff.
Question is, how much was me, how much was her? I don't know. But, well, I'm alive, and that's always something.
We're, planning on kicking her ass.
She deserves it.
Do you think maybe you'd be willing to do a little bit of good?
I can help you out some, though, to be fair, I don't think I'm allowed to intervene directly.
Shut. Allowed.
Deals are tricky around here. But I can at least guide you there. Done it a few times with some people. Get you a boat over there.
You know, there's a lot of things you can
After
do
that-
indirectly, other than aiding us. You could say, light a candle under a bit of loose wood. You know, I accidentally placed down a light a bit too close to something flammable.
Suppose so.
You could accidentally leave a door unlocked. There's a lot of things you could do indirectly. Oh my,
Right.
look at that. It slipped my mind when I did it. My apologies, it wasn't intentional. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You never know, you could sometimes just be a little bit careless.
I'm good at being careless. That's not a good thing, is it?
It can be if directed properly.
Come on. Let's get you and your friends over to Downfall.
Yeah. Mm.
Be very careful. Ravlorna may be lazy, but don't let her get hold of the kids.
We won't.
With that, he stands up. Steps seem less boisterous and a little more resigned, I guess. Someone who doesn't have much to lose anymore, but well, maybe his past has caught up with him in more ways than one. So, the rest of you, you see this Harangon who last you saw was nailed to the stump, walking over calmly next to T.
Is everything well, T?
Everything is well. We have passage across the wet. And mayhaps a little bit of careless help.
That is good news indeed.
We shall at least be able to not get lost now. Is it cursed pea soup fog? I don't know about anybody else,
Yes.
but it's really annoying. And yeah, it makes my nose itch.
The fog makes your nose itch.
Yes, the fog makes my nose itch.
I can certainly agree with it being annoying at least. I don't know if my nose is quite as sensitive as yours is.
We know. We know.
Yes, let us away.
Okay.
So, what do we want to say to Bilvonia anyways?
Say, were we planning on speaking?
Well, from what it sounds like, she has taken over this entire land from the previous owner, Zabilna. Whether that's with others' help or not, that's probably the case, but still. Maybe we can learn more from her before, you know, to her.
I'm not too sure I'm too keen on talking.
At the very least, we know almost nothing about the Hourglass Coven, or what has happened, only the effects of their actions.
Which all seems to be very negative.
It does, yes.
And does the word coven not strike a certain level of, malicious
It-
intent?
It strikes a certain level of malice. Pardon me, there appears to be something wrong with my voice module. It does strike a certain level of malicious intent, but I could also see benevolent meanings in there as well. It isn't inherently an evil word in and of itself.
What about when they strike you into bargains that have you robbing people?
Then yes, that would be a malicious intent.
And I just,
Has
and
this
I just
particular
pointed
coven
at
done
Acton.
so?
My point is that she's not acting alone. Even if we take her down, they may just have someone else in the coven take up her mantle. So I think it's just worth it to learn more if we want to find Zabilna and tackle the coven at its root.
Well, you can talk and I'll just wait and get ready.
Yeah. Got something
Just
map
pick
change.
it up for her.
Okay.
Yes, so we've also been advised not to bring the kids around her. So... Would you happen to know where Clapperclaw would be?
Claw moves around a bit. Here. Usually he's in Downfall. Here. Which tells me where he is, but I've kind of forgotten.
Have you ever met Clapperclaw yourself?
Few times he passes through. No one really pays him much mind. I mean, what does Scarecrow have, you know?
Apparently, the ability to go between hither, tither, and yon.
And gets entertainment from watching bullywugs. Although why anyone would want to watch frog
Okay.
people?
So I'm trying to figure out where it is. Oh, here we are. They do. This is not organized very well.
Well,
Finding
I...
anything fast is difficult. All right, Claw, where are you?
Hey!
Okay. Nope. Go ahead.
Why is it all splashy? Look, all the water's splashing.
As you're traveling, the swamp gets deeper, and you go through this channel right here. You can see it.
Yep.
And he pulls the boat up to a dock right here. Thick fog hangs heavily in the air, obscuring the area around you, so that the world appears to have shrunk to only 20 feet in all directions. Before you, the waterway widens and the current slows, giving the impression that you have entered a lake. Croaking voices penetrate the fog, through which dark shapes appear, resolving into two rowboats. Manning the oars of each rowboat are two bullywugs.
Ah, that's why it was splashy.
Who understands Sylvan?
He does.
I think
you-
Parsu's familiar does, but he doesn't himself.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. Parsu's familiar
So-
does, but he doesn't himself.
Do you hear in Sylvan these croaking voices say, "Welcome to Downfall, travelers."
Greetings. Yes, hello. Crap. Switching back to common to the others. Well, what should I say to the frogs? Come on. Either one of you.
Where's
Some words.
Lorna?
Help.
Where's of Lorna?
Ah, yes.
Can we visit her?
You seek to see You hear in Sylvan, "Are you looking to visit Bavlorna?"
Yes, we bring many trinkets from the. What was your game's
Acton.
name again?
I don't remember the name of what his crew was, but, you know, Acton is Acton.
We're from the flowy scarf gang.
Oh, God.
If you wish to see Bavlorna, you might wish to speak with the king first. He would be
Okay.
able to help. He would likely be able to help you better anyways.
Well, then it would appear that we will be speaking with this king of yours.
There we go. You see the bullywug sort of bow, and sort of gives one of these right this way type bows, you know.
Very well.
He guides you to a series of stepping stones. Roll boulders spaced a couple feet apart. It's a pretty narrow walking way.
So what's this king's name, anyways?
Oh, apologies. Oh, cursed me. It is Gulpup the 19th.
Was that Gullup
The
or Gallop?
19th?
Gullup.
Gullup.
Well, King Gullup the 19th.
He's king of this swamp, or of just this area?
King of the Bullywugs.
Mm-hmm.
Is he close with Sibilna? Sorry, not Sibilna.
Balvona?
Balvonia?
He is... well,
Slice.
was here. She lets us be here.
Okay.
Is there anything we need to know about your king before we speak with him?
Hang on, let me actually bring this up here. Really should have this up.
So what do the frogs eat?
Whatever we feel.
I hope you don't feel like Kobold.
You look a little too bony and a little small for that, I think.
That's good.
Okay. Well, the king is new.
You don't say.
And between you and me, I don't know that he necessarily knows what he's doing.
What makes you say that?
Well, there was a bit of a scuffle as a prisoner escaped, and not everyone thinks he's the best for the job right now.
Oh dear.
A prisoner escape doesn't sound like the fault of a king. It sounds more like that responsibility would lie with the guard, surely.
That's what his supporters say.
But then
And what say you?
the question is, who appointed the guard?
That is the question, isn't it? The big thing is the prisoner stole one of Bavlorna's prized balloons. And it reflects badly on him. Bad leadership, you know.
Hold on, when you say balloon, do you mean like a hot air balloon or like a small plastic balloon?
Well, a swamp gas balloon, yes.
And who was this prisoner?
Some little fairy dragon. I believe.
I
I
see.
see. Well, I can't say that we've ever seen someone like that.
How peculiar is it? Someone that can fly would want to steal something that flies. Or more
Yes,
floats.
quite.
Very strange.
Relt pipes up at this point. No, that makes perfect sense. Who wouldn't want more ways to fly?
Are you saying, Ralph, that if you were flying on your wings, you would like to rest in a balloon?
Sometimes.
Don't ask questions. Don't ask logic questions to kobolds. Don't ask logic questions to children. Especially don't ask logic questions to kobold children. Okay, remember that. Just don't ask logical questions to children or kobolds. And definitely don't do so when they're kobold children. That's a bad idea. You'll just get a headache. Just don't do it.
Joker, did I break tea?
Oh, no. I think she's usually like this.
Alright. So you come to a series of standing stones that span the length of the river. It's right here.
Why are the stones sitting?
Stones sit because they don't like to stand.
Okay.
Yes, you
Okay.
may use the stones to travel across. Do be careful, though. Some of these are a little slippery. And there are some things in the water. That's why there's not a more permanent bridge here.
Could you not build a bridge on top of the stones?
We could have, but we haven't gotten around to it, I suppose. Another thing to bring up to the king.
Wow, letting a prisoner escape and failing to build basic infrastructure? Man, you should really retaliate. Maybe
Joker, are you suggesting regicide?
revolutionize.
Okay. So who's going to begin crossing first?
Yeah. T will go for it. Actually, how far is it? It
The
is
full thing is 40
40
feet.
feet. And
Arthur will instruct auxiliary to like fly back and forth, helping where they can.
Okay. They're spaced about 2 feet apart, so it's a pretty good walking path. Go ahead and make an athletics check, because these are slippery and, you know.
T is gonna do one better. And jump the entire thing.
Okay.
The whole 40 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, actually. If I've got this right. So 5 times. So he will get to where just into enough of the rocks where she can then jump the other 30 feet to the bank. So you see her wind up a little bit. You hear one of the words, okay, time to jump. And both of you magic ones see her cast the spell jump and use rabbit hop to clear
Amazing.
all but 10 feet of the rocks
Okay.
for a total of 30 feet of jump distance.
How much fun is T having with then?
He's having a lot of fun, considering she only has to deal with, like, one rock.
Wow.
I'm gonna have you,
almost fly.
Before we do that, I am gonna have you make an athletics check to make sure you can actually get the grip on there.
Yep, that's okay.
Slippery rocks, you know.
Advantage because I said Oxy was helping.
Yep.
Okay.
Somehow.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to say you are able to do that.
Yeah. It's literally the first rock. Pew!
Okay, who's going next?
I will.
Okay. How is Joker feeling about that performance?
Well, I certainly can't top that. I'm just gonna do my best to hop across the rocks.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics check for the first one. No, it is, again, kind of slippery. Okay. You are able to step onto that first one. And I'm going to say the second one as well. Yeah, it says that there's only 5 stepping stones, but they're placed 2 feet apart for some reason, meaning they're going to be pretty big stepping stones.
And it's a 40-foot distance.
Yeah.
So yeah. Unless they're each 10 feet wide.
Okay. You slip on the algae for the next one and splash into the water. You are now a very wet Joker.
Don't stay in the
How
water.
deep is the water?
It's only about 4 feet deep.
Okay.
I'm drowning! You holy water drowning me! Oh my god!
Roll perception for me.
I'm drowning!
Okay. Callum, would you roll perception for me, please?
I certainly can. 13?
Okay. Hang on, I need to look at this.
Oh no, Joker's
Real
gonna get eaten by a
quick.
crocodile.
You see a series of fins break the water, headed towards Joker.
Okay, can I pull the hempen rope out of my pack and throw the end to him?
You certainly can, yes. Are you still on land, or are you stepping onto the first stone?
I will stay on land for this, and I'll
Okay.
have auxiliary. I'll have Oxy help Joker to hang on.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an athletics check with advantage.
In athletics check, can't Oxy just bring it to me?
Is this
Well,
not
I mean,
to pull
you're
him in, or
It is to pull him in.
yeah? So 15.
Okay. I'm going to say that's enough to pull him back to the shore there. Parser, you look again, and the fins have disappeared beneath the wave, beneath the water.
Okay, we need somewhat more of a plan for getting across here.
It was pretty
Fine.
easy.
T, is there
Trying to-
anything on your end that you can see to tie a rope to?
Her.
I will
She
take a
can
look.
just
See,
hold it.
do I see anything to tie a rope to?
Well, let me see here.
I get where he's going with this. It's a 50-foot rope. It's a 40-foot gap. Tie it at each end.
You can just.
Use it as a
You
handrail.
Well,
Like
I
a
imagine
hand
there
hold it.
are. I imagine there's a few slimy rocks.
You and Parser can hold it taut, then we can just go across the rope.
Yeah, well, you use the rope as a handrail.
Yeah, that was where I was
Yeah.
going as well.
I will use one of these slimy rocks to give myself leverage to, like, loop it around so I'm not in line with the rope in the water. So there's, like, a 90-degree turn in the rope.
Okay.
So if I get pulled over, I don't get pulled in the water. I want to get eaten by whatever
Then we'd
that
have
was.
wet tea. Then you'd have soggy tea, and then no one likes that.
Next thing you know, there'll be a treason day.
Okay. Alright, so, Joker, go ahead and roll that again. Roll another athletics check.
Okay.
Or, sorry. I think I actually meant acrobatics, but it's about the same anyways, isn't it? Well,
Joker's acrobatics is a plus
oh, you were
3.
rolling.
So,
Yeah, that was actually supposed to be acrobatics, not athletics. To get across.
14.
Oh, wow. It was more interesting anyways.
22.
Okay. So you have a better idea of how to move across these rocks. So you managed to get to the first one easily. Go ahead and roll a second one. Okay. The second one you're less familiar with, but you do manage. Parser, are you going to step onto the first one or stay on the shore?
He's going to stay on the shore. He's going to make sure that the kobolds all get across before he tries.
Okay. All right. Joker, go ahead and give me another one, and go ahead and roll for your kobolds as well. Okay. As you step onto this next one, you feel something shaking, and a guy who looks like
What?
this
Oh no.
rises out from the mud.
Oh no.
What are you doing here? You ungrateful and you little ingrates. Stepping
Ingrates?
on my head. Like that.
We are merely attempting to cross.
That's no excuse.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you please ferry us across this small gap, my board?
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check on that.
I'm actually curious to see what this will be, so I'm gonna choose my 14 to
Okay.
as my roll. So it's 14
Okay.
plus my persuasion for 15.
Apology accepted. He reaches down and picks Relt out of the water before the monsters can get them. And he places him on a stone, and you see the boulders sort of shake a bit and begin to move the kobolds and company to the other side safely.
Phew.
Thank you. That is much appreciated.
You see him just sort of look at you and just sort of slide back down where he was.
Yeah. So, in that case, pass your attempts to cross.
Okay. I'm gonna rule that you were already on a boulder, and
Okay.
the boulder ferried you across.
All right. Okay.
As you look back, you see two sets of fins lip beneath the waves. Or, well, whatever this pond has.
Me.
Oh,
Thank you for
we
helping them,
made
Mr.
it
Rock.
across.
So, you are now about right here. Nearby. Let me. I never actually put your tokens on, did I?
No.
Let's fix that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you see a wooden structure standing on stilts above the lake.
Hold on.
It is.
Rel and I are soaking wet. Let me just dry us off first. So I'll take
Okay.
out a little playing card and use it as a towel. Well, I use it to cast prestidigitation on Rel. So with my mouth, I'll go, and then I'll
Wow.
squeeze, dry him, then squeeze the water out of this card.
Wow, that was incredible, Joker. Thank you.
And to dry myself, I'm gonna put two cards together and blow between it, and blow the water off me. Vegetation. There.
Okay. So, alright, so you are now all dry. Go ahead and roll a perception check again.
Okay. Perceptions. Has persuasion. Perception.
16.
This isn't a
21.
crucial roll, so don't worry if you failed it. So, okay. T, the building next to you smells burned.
Yeah, that's
You also see this is almost a non sequitur. There's also a clothesline there with some patchwork garments.
it appears someone's burnt this building a bit.
That is interesting. It's a strange thing to happen in such a wet environment.
One would have to assume the inside was somewhat dry.
Yes, that is true, but it is still quite humid here.
Alright, let's have a look-see. No. Take a look-see inside the building.
All right, so you see hazy smoke over scattered piles of burned and broken shelves. Their contents are just all over the place. Fog actually makes that smoke look really good. Okay. A distressed bullywog in a leather smock scurs around the room with a bucket of water. It's spilling out all over the place in their haste.
As in, there's evidence that it was burned recently, or it's still on fire.
It is still on fire, kind of.
Oh,
Yeah, emergency people. Fire, fire, fire.
In fact, you see one of the bullywugs look at you. Quick, grab a bucket. We have to make sure these fires are out.
Yep. Come on, people.
you know, I just got dry. I don't know if I feel like getting wet again.
Shut up, Joker. Come and help. Emergency.
Arthur begins casting prestidigitation to snuff out a fire the size of a small campfire.
Okay, that'll work.
Oh, I'll do it too.
Okay. There are 3 wooden buckets. 2 of them are filled with water right now.
Yep. And he will grab one and throw it on wherever the burningness is happening.
Okay. Go ahead and make a ranged attack with an improvised weapon.
It's just a flat dex roll. Okay. Really? I rolled this total 11.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're throwing the water at them.
At whatever is burning.
Okay, yeah. So there are, you see little objects that just kind of skip and bounce around. If you listen closely, you can kind of hear them giggling.
What?
Them, as in the fire is giggling?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
That's
It's maybe about the size of your palm. Maybe a little smaller.
why is fire giggling? Does anybody have any
I
ideas why
don't
fire would
know.
be giggling?
It isn't something I have come across.
Fire giggles when it's happy, of course. And they're happy when
Ah.
they start getting full.
Of course.
But why is the fire giggling?
I just told you why.
But why?
Listen, T.
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Uh,
Okay, I'll give you a real answer.
please give me a real answer.
Okay, Joker. Your experience with magical fire has taught you that these are animated coals.
Ah, okay.
And while throwing a bucket of water can help, typically submerging them will put them out and kill them in the process.
You see, T, it's not the fire that's giggling, it's the rock that's on fire that's giggling. And you see, they giggle when they're warm, and they stop giggling when they're cold, so...
Okay, can you help me put
That
them in this
seems an
bucket
odd
then,
distinction.
please?
Sure. I'll cast Mage Hand. How big are they? Can I pick them up with Mage Hands?
They're called tiny animated objects. So I imagine you probably could pick them up.
Sure.
Harry,
I'll cast Mage Hand and
you
then...
know, hold on, it you want to need.
I mean, technically, rules as written, you probably couldn't because they're not. They're animated objects, not necessarily static objects. But I think I can allow it this time, though. I'm probably going to make you make a dex check to catch them.
Sure, no problem.
We'll put the DC there at 16.
Nope. They're just too fast, I
You
guess.
have another portent.
I'm gonna use it to catch rocks.
I don't want to kill them. They're just animated coal.
Yeah,
Alright,
animated, as in someone else brought them to life.
All right, Parser. Do you have an idea on how to catch these things?
No, I don't really.
Anybody got a shovel?
What are you gonna do, smack them?
Oh, scoop them up and shove
I
them in a
have a
bucket.
hammer and crowbar.
It's not what I must. It's not what I want.
I will rule that there are leather scraps hanging around.
Oh, I have a spatula in my cook's utensils. I rattle into my backpack, pull out my spatula, grab the bucket, and start trying to scoop up animated coal with my spatula and shove them into a bucket.
Parser is going to cast.
These are wooden buckets, by the way.
They've been wet for a
Okay.
long time, so they're probably damp. But
Fair enough.
actually,
Parser is going to cast minor illusion to try and create walls to keep the
then I will
animated coals in.
do the smarter thing and grab the metal pot out of my cook's utensils as well. So spatula, pot, and I'll put them in my pot.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll dexterity on that. Let's see
Okay.
if you can do that.
Yeah, really.
Again, I'm going to put the AC at 16
So I only have to roll a 12.
for DC.
Excuse you stupid.
They're hopping all over the place, so your thought is good there. Yeah. Are Jaxie, Rusty, and Relt doing anything to help? Or try to help?
Relt is going to bring out the Kobold Explorer's Guide to the World, and he's going to try summoning a CR1 creature. Do I get a choice in what that is?
What did I put the item's description as here?
Oh my word, that can go so badly wrong.
It can, yes.
So quickly.
That's the fun part.
Fun, yes. That's the word for it.
Is there a CR1 creature which is like resistant to fire or something? Can I select anything like that?
There
Or would
exists
it
a
be-
fire beetle.
Monsters of her challenge
It is
rating.
very.
One.
Okay.
Save. Filters. Resistance to fire. Giant ram.
It does say creature, so we could do things like a quasit. And then it can at least speak common.
Yeah, quasit.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, that's where I put it. It's under items.
Hobgoblin incendiarist.
Ah.
Some fiends and
Okay,
undead.
let's. CR6. Let's see here. Hey, come, stop that. Okay. Let's see here. That is definitely not CR1. Filter this darn thing. Come on. Yeah, no, there's no way I'd let you summon the Demogorgon.
Oh. That's no fun.
Okay. Though I will say, we probably either want something in something based in water or fire. Oh. There's a fire snake.
I think that would make the situation worse. A lot worse. Like extremely worse.
Really? The fire snake could swallow the rock, and then we only have to deal with one creature.
It's way worse than the rocks. It'll set everything on
Is
fire.
it? We've killed snakes before.
Fire snakes are way worse. They burn everything around them.
So
That's like, out of all of the
my
options, the
request,
worst
if I get
option.
one, is a quasit, which is a CR1 fiend.
Yeah.
What?
Does that at least speak a quasit? Then I can at least speak common.
Are we going by the new one or the? Is there any difference?
Monster Manual version says
Yes, it's
CR1.
Yeah, they all. There's the basic rules, monster manual, and the new free rule, which I don't know that. There's a ton of. Oh, yeah. There's a difference.
It's just between the attacks, really, the claws versus the rend.
Also, the new edition ones can change shape.
It could always change. No, this one couldn't change. Yes, it could. It's in the abilities.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's differently formatted.
I say go with the old one because that's what we're playing with.
Yeah, we are working with the 2014 rules, so yeah, let's go with the 2014 rules one. Okay, so you flip through your book and you come across a picture of a little imp-like creature. Looks a little like this.
Closet.
No. Yep, this is the familiar variant. All right,
Ouch.
and let's roll a die here. We're gonna say evens are going to be good. We're gonna roll a d20.
Back fuck.
Okay. By the looks of it, you summon the closet. It looks a little irritable. It looks a little surprised to be here. There's a little flash of fire, harmless, doesn't burn anything. And there is now a tiny closet sitting there.
You've got to help us. We're trying to get these in the bucket.
It just sort of squeaks out, and let's see if it has any luck catching these guys. It does have a resistance to fire damage, so that's good. And a decent dex, too, so... Oh, hey.
Look at that. It's
Alright.
and because it's smaller.
So, you see one... You see it pick up the coals, which are half its size, and it sort of jumps up and starts and places one in the pot. I'm sure you're putting the lid on to make sure it doesn't get out.
Yes, I am. Okay, one down.
Alright.
How many to go?
Go ahead and roll perception, see if we can figure out how many. Probably can go a little long today.
16.
Just so we can get this sorted. Okay. Through some rather complex stuff, you figure out there are 5 more.
Oh no, there's 5 more of these little bastards. Right, let's get them.
Arthur will have Oxy help the closet, so it gets advantage.
Okay. And Oxy has her own stats, doesn't she?
No.
Yes. But if it's just the help action, it's just advantage.
Arthur, can't you just blast them apart with your Eldritch Blast?
I could, yes. Is that desired?
No, don't kill them.
What do you mean it's undesired? What would we do with them afterwards? Let's ask the bully frogs what they want to do, what they're gonna do with the animated coal afterwards.
We would have just lit it on fire again and contained it in probably Valvona's cauldron.
Exactly. They
Fine.
use.
We want this as a housewarming gift for her. Fine. Okay. Whatever.
More like a meal warming gift.
Yes.
Alright. Alright, Joker, what are you doing?
Can I still do that mage hand thing for this scenario?
Yes, there is nothing wrong with that.
Like, stupid mage hand is slow as hell.
Okay. You make another passive one. I'm actually going to give you a... go ahead and roll with advantage here. I probably should have said that. Because Oxy is somehow helping.
It's all the smoke in the air.
Yep. Alright, Parso, are you going to be doing anything?
No, I'll help as well, so it just still counts as advantage.
Right, so I will continue attempting to spatula up coals and flick him into the pot, then close the lid again. So,
Okay. Go ahead and roll Dex on that. Or
We can't catch them! They're just moving rocks and we can't catch them!
they're just lumps of mold.
okay.
This is pathetic.
All right, let's see. Okay, and the closet manages to pounce on another one and places it in the cauldron.
Oh my word.
Okay, 2 down. Way to go.
Oh my word. Alright, let's do all that crap again. Go ahead.
Damn it.
Actually, I do have a scene for this.
Yakety sax?
Joker, you take another swipe. It's you're getting closer, but you just miss it by a hair's breadth.
Or you ask Fel, I'm not getting closer. Both my body and me grabbing these coal things.
All right, let's see if the closet can pull off another one.
Yeah, I can.
And you see it just sort of stalk and pounce on another coal, and another coal makes it in the pot.
Is animated coal this thing's natural prey or something? It's starting to feel like it.
What?
Relt is just sitting
You
there
know,
very,
let's
very
just
pleased with
let's just
himself
let the
because
closet
his
do it. Let's just let the closet do it. It's doing a good job.
Oh, by the way, if your book doesn't say that it is, you should write it in, because it very much is.
Yeah. I'll add it in.
Almost missed that one, but there's a fourth one in.
You're doing a great job,
So-
closet. Oh. Yeah.
And the closet has managed to track down and put all the animated coals in T's pot
Thank you.
before climbing in there and curling up.
Okay then.
Okay.
I have a
You
cooked
now
closet.
have a. Nah, it's just keeping warm.
Yeah.
Feels like home. All right, and on that note, we will end for tonight. We're a little over.
That was silly.
It was.
I mean, that was kind of the point, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was
All
good.
right.
That was good. I like that. Right.
Yeah.
All right. We will see you all next week then.
Bye bye.
Alright. Bye.
Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.